And you don't seem to understand. A shame you seemed an honest man, and all the fears you hold so dear will turn to whisper in your ear. And you know what they say might hurt you, and you know that it means so much, and you don't even.
Hello and welcome back to another Frank's Shower Beer review. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a different shower beer review. Still going to be hitting that shower, still going to be drinking a beer. However though, we're going to not be doing one, but two beers, head to head. Now, it may come as no surprise to some of you, but I happen to enjoy Japanese culture and Japanese products, be it anime, be it the music, be it food. I like it. Love to get over there someday, but that's straying from the point. Over the course of a few years, I have gone to some of the local shops for beers, and I found that they have a very small, but they have it, Japanese beer selection. So, over the years, I've tried a few of them. I found one that I love, and some that I've just never really tried to. I've had it maybe once out at a dinner or something, but other than that, never had it again. So today, we're gonna see if which one of these Japanese beers comes out on top. Comes out on top on the land, comes out top in the ocean. Floats, we'll say. Doesn't, because if they're on the top of the ocean, they're not in it. So we'll say floats in the ocean. What are those beers, you may be asking yourself right now? It is Asahi. It's dry. I'm not very good at pronunciation, so forgive me for that. I'm white as hell. And Kirin Ichiban. Kirin Ichiban, I've been having this for a few years. I'm a real big fan of Kirin Ichiban. I just think it is a super solid beer. Tastes more like a lager than like a pilsner or anything like that, but it's not too heavy. It's just a good taste. Now we're just gonna call it super dry, just so I don't keep just flubbing the name. Now this I haven't tried. I had it once, maybe at an Ichiban place, but I can't say I've ever went out of my way to get it and try it myself. So a little bit of a newbie, tried and true. I know I like this. We're gonna see how this fares in the Japanese beers. There was one that I didn't pick up, Sapporos. I'll save that for another video. I like Sapporos, but I figured head to head is just better than ranking the top 3 of the beers that I'm able to buy from Japan in Pennsylvania. Yeah, okay, so without further ado, let's get to the head to head. We'll go super dry first. Try it again. Asahi. Now it says it's Japanese, but it says it's a product of Italy. So I really feel like I did some research into this, and I thought this is a Japanese beer. I don't know why it says product of Italy, but don't kill me. Don't kill the messenger. Cheers. Ooh. I do quite like that. It's dry. It's definitely not crisp or anything like that. It's definitely a drier beer, but still pretty refreshing. And the taste of the Japanese beers, it's kind of a common thing I'm noticing now, is it's hard to pinpoint it exactly, but it just tastes like a really, really good beer. Like I said, I'm not gonna bore you guys with me just saying random, it has notes of this, or it reminds you, I don't know. This is a good beer. Tastes good. This is one that I could see, this is a dinner beer. This is a dinner beer for sure. This would be perfect, just one, maybe a second, with just, you know, steak dinner. Maybe you're at an Ichiban place. You know, I mean, maybe you're in hibachi, something like that. I don't know. I feel like this would go great with just a savory meal. Savory meal. Now, I don't want to give the rating quite yet because I don't feel like it matters until I try both of them. So now we're going to go into the Kirin Ichiban. Now, I know I like these. Kirin Ichiban. Cheers. It's weird to say, but it like almost has like a flowery flavor to it. I love Kirin Ichiban. Again, not super light, not super like, I don't want to say like not refreshing, but it's not like doesn't go down as easy as like a Miller Lite or something like that, and it definitely doesn't give you like that refreshness of like a summer shandy or something like that. Still good. Alright, let's rate these suckers on land. We're gonna give the Super Dry a solid 8 out of 10. I'm surprised by this. It's a really good beer. I didn't think I was gonna be a big fan of it. Kind of thought that this might be like the stinker of the Japanese beers, but damn, it's pretty solid. Kirin Ichiban, I'm gonna have to shave it out. This is gonna get 9 out of 10. Something about this beer, huge fan. I love the flavor of it. I love even just like, you know, the packaging. Big fan of that. It's appealing on the eyes to see, and it's appealing to the stomach to drink. That's what I like about Kirin Ichiban. Excuse me. So yeah, we're gonna say that the Kirin Ichiban just edges out the Super Dry over here on land. But that doesn't really matter. Anyone and everywhere can have a beer on land. It matters what happens in the ocean, in the sea, with the weather, the conditions, real Deadliest Catch style, if you catch my drift. So, how about you guys and gals join me in the shower? We'll see how these stack up. Welcome back to Frank's Shower Beer Review. We are yet again in the shower. Here we got 2 beers, head-to-head competition. Who can handle the heat in the shower? You don't know, but I'm about to find out. The Super Dry beer, we're not gonna try to pronounce the name again. I'm stupid. So, Super Dry beer in the shower. Cheers. I don't hate it. It's not my favorite to have in the shower. You guys know typically like where I rank stuff, like, you know, a little too hot for me even. I like more of the lighter beers, the more refreshing beers to have in the shower. And this just being as dry as it is and as like just, it's not crisp, it's not light. It's just not my favorite in the shower. We're gonna give this guy 3 cans out of 5. Kirin Ichiban in the shower. Cheers. I love a Kirin Ichiban. One of my favorite beers to get myself is a Kirin Ichiban. I gotta be honest, it ain't right for the shower. I think it would be unfair of me to say that it gets anything higher than 3 cans out of 5. I love Japanese beers. I don't want it to get twisted like that. But if we're going in the shower with these suckers, you can get away with it, sure. It'll work. It's just not going to get my stamp of approval as to the go-to shower beer. Now, like I said, if you're out to dinner and you have steak, if you're at a hibachi restaurant, if you're getting sushi, hell, if you're even getting pasta, I believe that these are good beers to have. With a savory thing, you gotta have like some sort of meat, something like savory to pair with it. That's where I feel like it's best. In the shower, I think we gotta still like give it up to our troops, Bud Lights, Miller Lights, a Yingling even. Stuff like that has stood the test of time in the shower. These, maybe in a sauna. Maybe in a sauna, maybe in a hot spring. You're on Mount Fuji, you're in the hot springs. Sure, one of these guys will probably be great in a hot spring. If I'm in the shower and I'm about to like go out, or I'm about to just get myself ready, I don't know if I'm reaching for either one of these in the shower. It's a little bit of a unsettling end to the competition here, both getting the same rank. I'll be giving the final results back at the bar. Let me dry off and I'll see you guys there. And we are back at the bar. Wasn't as stiff as a competition as I had originally thought it was going to be. Like I said, the Super Dry I've never really like had outside of a restaurant, so I thought there would at least be, you know, some give and take of both of them. But as we saw on land, they're both really solid beers. Like, it's hard for me to even say one is better than the other. It's just a matter of preference. That's why you come here anyway. It's Frank's opinion. That's why the Kirin Ichiban edged it out on land. Now, in the shower, like I said, I love Japanese beers, but I don't know if that's their place. I really don't think that that's their place. I will say again, I believe with dinner, maybe like, you know, one or two with dinner, or, you know, hanging out with a few friends, maybe you have like one or two of them, but they're not a pounder. They're not something that I would be like, dude, this is like great for like, you know, like a whole night out or anything like that. They're just solid beers, but you can't do too much of them. And they have their place, and it's not the shower. Regardless, though, there is a winner here. If only by half a point, there's a winner. Kirin Ichiban is Frank's shower beer, Japanese style. Recommendation. Like I said, really good. Just like, you know, solid beer to have. It's nothing crazy, and it's nothing like, you know, it's not like a grayscale beer. It's say this is like a CMYK beer, you know. It's got flavor to it. It's got character. Kirin Ichiban. It's our winner. Okay. So now you're drinking a Kirin Ichiban. What the heck do you listen to, and what the heck do you watch? Here's what you listen to if you're drinking a Kirin Ichiban. Radiohead, A Moon-Shaped Pool. I really feel like, honestly, this pairing is quite good. Amazing Radiohead album. You know, like, it's one of those bands that you kind of think, like, you know, maybe as they get older, as they, like, you know, more and more time gets passed between like their standout records, they might get worse, they might get cheesy. That's how I feel about Modest Mouse. But Radiohead does not do that. Their album after album are very unique and all like sonically like so good. I love A Moon-Shaped Pool. This is such a sad fucking record. This is such a depressing record, but it's really fucking good. And I believe this and a Kirin Ichiban, match made in heaven. Say about, you know, beer and that kind of stuff, what you will with depressing albums, but I think it would be great. What do you watch though? I don't have the DVD on hand, but I would recommend watching the movie Hard Boiled. One of the best action movies to ever exist. Tequila just oozes swag. He's such a cool character. So many amazing shootouts in this movie. This movie's inspired so many of, like, you know, the famous games like Max Payne, Stranglehold. Stranglehold is legitimately a, you know, woo game. But so much. Like, you'll see the sauce once you watch the movie. Hard Boiled is an amazing watch, and with Akira Ichiban, I think you'd be able to cool out with the action scenes. Well, that brings us to the end, I guess, of this video. This was kind of thrown together in like 10 minutes of me being in the grocery store and going, oh, I guess I'll do a video about this. So, little haphazard, little, not well structured, I would say, but it's a video. Wanted to make a shower beer video. It's been a while, so, bear with me. Let me know in the comments, the few that want to comment. Do you like the competition style? Should I go back to just a single beer, fleshing out just one beer rather than two head-to-head? Or what? Do you want to see something different? Should I go out to try beers? Kind of will eliminate maybe the shower part in some essence, but should I go to places and then try beers live? You let me know. Let people throw your suggestions. I do listen to them and everything, so is what it is. Hope I didn't break that. Thank you guys. Appreciate you guys checking in on this channel again and everything. Keep on rocking in the free world, and do. Do.